These brutally cold temperatures are being felt across the country. A lot of places experiencing blizzard-like conditions, of course, wreaking havoc on travel and flights, including right here at Austin's airport. That's where we find KVUE's Eric Pointer live from the airport. How are things moving along right now?
So what I've noticed this morning is the security lines are shorter than the airline lines, and so we know that if you have a cancellation or delay or any issue with your flight, you're supposed to communicate directly with your airline. So those are the lines that I'm noticing are a lot longer this morning. And if you are flying out this morning or today, you're gonna want to get here earlier than normal and check your flight status frequently. And again, check that with your airline. Now here at the Austin airport and most airports across the country, it's their responsibility to maintain the facility, the terminals, the runways, and the roadways, but it's up to each individual airline to determine flight schedules, which includes delays and cancellations. Now, if your flight is unfortunately impacted by the severe weather and it's delayed or it's canceled, you should contact your airline to try to find a solution.
If you do get stuck at the airport, you do need to go to your ticket counter. Now, if I know that normally if the ticket counter is overwhelmed because there's 100 people that are stuck there at the airport, they're going to ask you to call the airline and make arrangements there. Different airlines will be generous about providing hotel rooms, not all, and it depends on how widespread these delays and cancellations are across the U.S.
Airports will also work with you to get your luggage, but just in case you want to be sure to keep any essentials like medicine, wallet, keys, any of that, you keep it with you and not in your checked bag. And since we are expecting these freezing temperatures and severe weather around a couple of days, it's also important to check your return flight to pay attention to when you're coming back, because these cancellations and delays, they might cause a ripple effect that would push back some of your return flights or change any of that. So again, not just your flight going there, but you're going to want to also check your return flight if you're going to somewhere impacted by the weather. And a tip that I got when I was talking to the airport was when you're dropping off, you can be dropped off at the arrivals or the departures. So if the departures, if that line is kind of long and backed up, then go underneath to the arrivals and you can get dropped off there and just come up the stairs. So that's a little travel tip that they shared with me to pass on to you all.
Well, now you shared our secret. Now everyone's going to be taking it. I'm glad though to share that secret. It does save you some time, Eric. Thank you much.